What's up, y'all? Today, we changing out a valve cover, '07 Nissan Altima. Simple, easy to do it. Just gotta be careful what you're doing. I'm gonna show you how to do it. This job, pretty easy. Everything is right in front of you. You don't have to go too deep into the engine bay to get this cover off. First step, we gotta go here, get this bolt out off this engine mount, and then work your way over here. Thing come up, you all set. Plug and play, baby, let's do it. In order to do this job, we're gonna have to disconnect this engine mount. If you don't support the engine, the motor is going to fall and you're going to do some damage to the other mount on this side, okay? So I'm going to show you how to do that. You just put a little support under the engine so it don't fall. Okay, as you can see, I'm about to attempt. As you can see, I have the jack propped under the oil pan, supported with some soft cardboard so I don't dent that oil pan. And I'm just going to slowly just give it some support. I don't want to jack the engine up. I just want to just put some support under it. So until it's just, boom. Next thing I want to do is move this harness out the way. It's tied down at several points. So now that we got this harness freed up, this hose right here was connected already. I moved that. About to move this camshaft position sensor. Just be careful when you're moving these sensors, man. You don't want to break them. They do play an important role in the engine. And as you can see right here, I just put the bolt back into the hole just so I don't lose it. Same thing with these ground bolts too. Also, just want to let y'all know to be careful with these hoses, especially up here. They are real hard and they will break on you. They don't have any flexibility. So before you get to pulling on stuff, try to make sure you just be as careful as possible. And another thing, when removing these hoses, make sure you're careful. The older the engine, the more brittle they are. They easy break. So just be careful. What I like to do is use a pick, if I can find it. Something like this. Just get up in there and just loosen that. Once you got all that removed, you want to start on getting this engine mount off, and you're almost home. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in from here and get this engine bolt right there, engine mount bolt. Disconnect this power steering pump. This should disconnect. I should be able to fold it over, have direct access to that bolt. We're gonna loosen that. Come up here, loosen these, loosen this. This part should come off. This should separate from here. And this whole brake should come off. Yep. These are gonna be 16 millimeters, I believe. Yep. 16, and then that one down there is gonna be at 18. Just notice this power steering pump got a clip on the end of it. I just pushed that in, it came up, and I'm able to move to the side because I need clearance for this right here. All right, so now we got the engine supported. That nut is out. These 4 bolts is out. Just go ahead and lift this up off of there. All right, so now what's left is just these bolts right here that's holding this brace onto the cover. And we're almost there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 bolts. So we got everything loosened up. This should just come up like this. And oh, the engine is now on the jack. Put this to the side. All right, so now we got clear access to the valve cover gasket. These bolts along here, down there, and up here, and back there. All right, we got everything situated. Let's move on to taking the valve cover off. They all 10s all around. About enough of them. Take them out, crack the case open, see what we got inside. I'm gonna leave the spark plugs in. Finally, all the bolts have been taken out of the cover. I'll put them in cardboard just so I can know. I'm gonna find an area to pry this up on. That kind of looks like a good spot right there. I'll just take a little screwdriver and just twist it. See what happens. Oh my God. And then you can just hear it cracking up. Boom, boom, boom. That is brittle. Oh my. You do not wanna keep driving on that. All right, let me get this off. Everything should be up now. Just pull this up out of here. Remember, and there you have it. Now let's take a look at this gasket. Half of it got left on the block. on the head. So at this point, you just do a little visual inspection. Make sure you don't have anything bad in there. See your spark plug stayed intact. Yep, spark plug don't look too good. I think that might be the wrong fucking one, if you ask me. The last person tried to seal the O-ring gasket for the valve cover with super glue, and that was just stuck in there. Make sure you clean this maiden surface up with a gasket by this shit. You don't want no debris or sediment just sitting right there, messing up the seal of your gasket. That's what the surface looked like just with just a common paper towel wipe down. I'm gonna go over it again to smooth it out with a razor blade. And that right there is about as clean as you're gonna get it. I don't have anything big in the way of sitting down the cover. About to put this bad boy back on. Just do your best to just get it clean as possible. This is the new gasket. Let's put it back in. Okay, we got the new cover on. As you can see, it looks like it's not sitting properly, but that's just because of the aftermarket gasket is sitting high. But if you look in there real closely, you can tell that everything is lined up properly. You just make sure you bolt this down the correct way. You're gonna start from the middle and work yourself out in a star pattern. You know, just work your way from the inside out, snug tight at first, hand tight at first, and then you go back around and you torque them, okay? Just make sure that they're good and tight. They're little small bolts. You don't need to have a lot of force on them, but you will see that gasket start to collapse and you'll have a tight seal. So now you got the gas cover on. What you want to do is just make a final inspection. Make sure you look in there, you don't see no gaps. That's a brand new gasket, so you got a nice little seal. You know, just make sure you go back around, just verify everything is nice and snug and tight. Put this bracket back on, and tell the customer we're done. Thanks for watching. All right, and that's how you change a 07 Altima. Just follow the steps, pay attention, don't rush, and have fun. Y'all boys be safe. Remember, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. For more content like mine, stay tuned. I'm out of here. Peace.